Have you ever felt that feeling? The one where you're staring at a pile of bills and your heart sinks because your paycheck just isn't enough to cover them all? You're not alone. Imagine a family, just like yours, gathered around the kitchen table. The parents are trying to put on a brave face, but the worry is etched into their foreheads. They're living paycheck to paycheck, carefully balancing every expense. Then, one day, the phone rings. It's the kind of call that changes everything. A medical emergency. A sudden job loss. The fragile balance they've maintained shatters in an instant. Suddenly, it's not just about making ends meet anymore. It's a domino effect. The mailbox starts overflowing with red stamp notices. The stress hangs in the air, a silent, heavy guest at the dinner table. Conversations become strained, laughter becomes rare. We see this every day with the working poor, people who are doing everything right but still can't get ahead. Picture a man working a double shift as a waiter, then hopping on his bike to do food deliveries late into the night. He's exhausted, but the dream of a comfortable life, of simply not having to worry, feels impossibly far away. He's working harder than ever, but still can't afford a small comfort, like taking his kids out for ice cream. These aren't just isolated stories, they are snapshots of a much larger issue. So why does this happen? Why do so many hardworking people find themselves trapped? This is where we need to talk about something called the cycle of poverty. It's not just about a lack of money, it's a trap that can pass from one generation to the next. Think of it like this. A family's financial struggles mean their kids might not have access to the same resources as others. This isn't a personal failing, it's a systemic problem with deep roots. Let's break down the factors that keep this cycle turning. First, there's the lack of quality education. Imagine two classrooms. One is bright, modern, and filled with a handful of students getting personal attention. The other is overcrowded, with peeling paint and outdated textbooks. Which student do you think has a better shot at a high-paying job later in life? The educational gap creates an opportunity gap. Then, there are limited economic opportunities. When a single job opening gets hundreds, even thousands, of applicants, it shows how fierce the competition is for a stable income. People are desperate for work, but there just aren't enough good jobs to go around in certain areas. This forces people into low-wage, unstable employment with no benefits or room for growth. This leads to what we call generational poverty. A child sees their parent coming home, tired and sore from a physically demanding job, and because of limited educational and economic opportunities, the child often ends up following the same path. It's not about a lack of ambition, it's about a lack of options. The path is already paved for them, and it's a difficult one to leave. And finally, there are the unexpected crises. We saw it with the family at the beginning. A single health issue, a car accident, or even a natural disaster can completely wipe out a family's meager savings. For those with a financial safety net, it's a setback. For those without one, it's a catastrophe that pushes them deeper into debt and makes escape seem impossible. These factors combine to create a powerful current that's incredibly difficult to swim against. It's a complex web, not a simple problem. But understanding it is the first step toward finding a way out. But here's the most important part. This cycle can be broken. It's not an unbreakable chain. There is hope, and there are real, tangible solutions that are making a difference in people's lives right now. The tone of this conversation needs to shift from despair to empowerment, because change is possible. Let's look at some of the ways we can start to dismantle this cycle, piece by piece. One powerful tool is microfinance. Imagine a woman with a brilliant idea for a small business, maybe selling handmade crafts or starting a food stall. She has the skill and the drive, but no bank will give her a loan. Microfinance institutions provide small loans, sometimes just $100, that allow entrepreneurs like her to get started. It's not a handout, it's a hand up. We see it working all over the world. A small loan for a sewing machine can turn into a thriving tailoring business that supports a family and employs others in the community. It's about giving people the tools to build their own ladders out of poverty. Education is another huge piece of the puzzle. Investing in quality education, from early childhood programs to vocational training, is one of the most effective ways to break the cycle for good. When a child gets a great education, they gain the skills and confidence to pursue careers their parents could only dream of. This isn't just about reading and writing, it's about critical thinking, problem solving, and digital literacy. And it's not just for kids. Adult education and job training programs can help people pivot into new, higher-paying industries, giving them a second chance at economic stability. Then there's community support and mentorship. No one can do this alone. Strong communities create a safety net. This can look like a local food bank, a non-profit that offers financial literacy classes, or a mentorship program that pairs experienced professionals with young people just starting their careers. Having someone who believes in you, who can offer guidance and open doors, can be life-changing. It is about building social capital, the network of relationships and support that helps people navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Finally, we need to advocate for systemic change. This means supporting policies that promote fair wages, affordable healthcare, and accessible housing. It's about creating an economy that works for everyone, not just those at the top. When people have a living wage, they can save for the future. When healthcare isn't tied to a job, one illness won't lead to bankruptcy. When housing is secure, families have the stability they need to thrive. Breaking the cycle of poverty isn't simple, and it won't happen overnight. It requires a combination of individual empowerment and collective action. It starts with a small loan, a quality classroom, a helping hand from a neighbor, and a commitment to building a more equitable society. The stories of struggle are real, but so are the stories of success and resilience. Every person who escapes poverty is a testament to the power of hope and opportunity. By supporting these solutions, we can all play a part in creating a world where everyone has the chance to build a better future. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content on how we can make a difference together.